My beloved child, there is a moment approaching that has been building quietly behind the scenes, a moment that you may not see yet but that someone else has been thinking about more deeply than you realize. Today, I need you to listen carefully because this message is not arriving by accident. There is a person connected to your journey, connected to your name, connected to your energy, and they are standing at a crossroads. Right now, while you are focused on your daily responsibilities, while you are trying to understand what comes next, this person is making a big decision about you. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What is happening is bigger than a simple thought, bigger than a passing emotion, and bigger than a temporary feeling. This person has reached a point where they can no longer ignore what they feel when they think about you. For a long time they tried to push these thoughts aside. For a long time they told themselves that there would be another day, another opportunity, another moment to figure everything out. But now something has changed. The clock inside their heart is moving differently. There is something fascinating about this moment. You may believe nothing is happening. You may look around and see no evidence. You may even feel as though the story has become silent. But silence does not mean nothing is happening. Some of the biggest decisions are made in silence. Some of the most important realizations happen when nobody is watching. This person has been observing, remembering, reflecting, and reconsidering things they thought they had already figured out. Every memory involving you has become more meaningful. Every conversation has gained new significance. Every small detail they once overlooked now feels impossible to forget. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. The truth is that this person has started seeing you differently. Not because you changed overnight, but because they finally noticed what was always there. They finally recognized something valuable, something rare, something unforgettable. And that realization has placed them in a position where a major decision can no longer be delayed. What makes this even more powerful is that they never expected to feel this way. They believed they understood the situation. They believed they knew exactly where everything was heading. Yet life has a surprising way of revealing truths when people least expect them. One day becomes different from every other day. One thought becomes impossible to ignore. One realization changes everything. That is exactly where this person is now. They are replaying moments in their mind. They are remembering words that once seemed ordinary. They are connecting dots they never connected before. And the more they think, the more one conclusion continues appearing in front of them. That conclusion leads directly to you. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the decision they are making is not small. It is not casual. It is not temporary. It carries weight. It carries meaning. It carries consequences. For a long time this person was uncertain. They questioned themselves. They questioned timing. They questioned possibilities. They questioned whether certain doors should remain closed or be opened. But uncertainty cannot survive forever. Eventually clarity arrives. Eventually people reach a point where they must decide what matters most. And that is exactly what is happening now. This person is beginning to understand that some opportunities are too important to ignore. Some connections are too meaningful to leave unexplored. Some people leave impressions that time cannot erase. You are one of those people. Whether you realize it or not, your presence has left a mark that continues to grow stronger instead of weaker. That is why this moment feels different. That is why this decision feels bigger than anything they have considered before. There is another detail you need to understand. This person has been fighting an internal battle. On one side is fear. On the other side is hope. On one side are doubts. On the other side are possibilities. For weeks, perhaps even longer, these forces have been competing for control. Some days fear appeared stronger. Other days hope gained momentum. But recently, something unexpected happened. Hope began winning. The possibilities became louder than the doubts. The future became more exciting than the risks. The idea of moving forward became stronger than the desire to stay still. And when that shift happened, everything started changing. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. The decision that once seemed impossible is beginning to feel necessary. You may wonder why this matters. You may wonder why this message feels so intense. The answer is simple. Certain decisions create turning points. Certain choices change the direction of stories. This person understands that what they choose next could influence everything that follows. That realization has made them more thoughtful than ever before. They are not rushing. They are not acting carelessly. They are considering every angle. They are examining every possibility. They are asking themselves questions they never thought they would ask. Yet every road seems to bring them back to the same place. Every thought seems to return to the same person. Every reflection seems to point toward you. There is something almost unbelievable happening behind the scenes. While you are living your life, while you are moving through your routine, this person is experiencing revelations that are changing their perspective. They are seeing qualities in you that stand out from the crowd. They are recognizing strengths they once underestimated. They are appreciating things they once took for granted. And with every realization, the importance of this decision grows. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because this is not just about feelings. This is about understanding value. It is about recognizing what truly matters before it is too late. It is about realizing that some people enter your life for a reason and leave an impact that cannot be replaced. The most surprising part is that this person may not have intended for any of this to happen. Sometimes the strongest realizations arrive without permission. Sometimes the heart notices things before the mind is ready. Sometimes understanding arrives when people are focused on completely different things. That is exactly why this moment feels so powerful. It was unexpected. It was unplanned. Yet it is impossible to deny. The more they reflect, the clearer everything becomes. The more they remember, the stronger their certainty grows. And certainty is a powerful force. Once people become certain about something important, their actions begin to change. Their priorities begin to shift. Their choices begin to align with what they truly want. As this chapter continues unfolding, one thing becomes increasingly clear. This person knows they cannot remain in the same place forever. They know that standing still is also a decision. They know that waiting endlessly is not the answer. That understanding has pushed them toward a crossroads where a choice must finally be made. And that choice involves you in a way that is far more significant than you realize right now. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. The signs are aligning. The thoughts are becoming clearer. The hesitation is fading. And the decision that once seemed distant is moving closer every single day. Right now, even if you cannot see it, a powerful shift is taking place. The story is moving. The energy is changing. The pieces are coming together. Someone is thinking more seriously about you than ever before. Someone is questioning old assumptions. Someone is preparing to make a choice that could create an entirely new chapter. And while the full picture has not yet been revealed, the momentum is undeniable. This is not the end of the story. This is the beginning of a turning point. So keep listening closely. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the decision being made right now is only the first step, and what comes next may be even bigger than anyone expected. A quiet realization is beginning to take shape, and the person connected to your story can no longer ignore it. For a long time, they believed they had more time. They believed they could continue thinking, continue wondering, continue placing important questions somewhere in the background. But something has changed. A moment of clarity has arrived, and it is becoming impossible for them to look away from what they truly feel. What makes this so remarkable is that this decision did not appear overnight. It has been growing little by little, hidden beneath ordinary days and routine moments. Every memory, every reflection, every unanswered question has slowly led them toward this exact point. They may not have understood it at first, but now they are beginning to see the full picture. The pieces that once seemed disconnected are starting to fit together in a way that surprises even them. As they think about the future, one thought continues returning. No matter how many times they try to focus on something else, their mind circles back to the same place. It circles back to the same connection. It circles back to the same person. You. There is a reason this feels different. This is not about a temporary emotion. This is not about a passing curiosity. This is about recognition. It is about finally understanding the value of someone who has quietly occupied an important place in their heart. The more they reflect, the more they realize that some people leave an impression that does not fade with time. Instead, that impression grows stronger. Imagine standing at a doorway knowing that what waits on the other side could change everything. That is where this person finds themselves now. They understand that every choice creates a different future. They understand that remaining still is also a choice. And that realization has brought them face to face with a question they can no longer avoid. What role do you truly play in their future? That question has become impossible to ignore. It follows them through quiet moments. It appears when they least expect it. It arrives during ordinary days and transforms them into something unforgettable. They are discovering that the answers they seek all seem connected to you in some way. The surprising part is that they never expected this journey to become so meaningful. At first, they believed everything was simple. They believed they understood the situation completely. Yet life has a way of revealing deeper truths when people least expect them. Sometimes understanding arrives slowly. Sometimes it arrives all at once. For this person, it feels like both. A series of realizations has begun unfolding. Small details they once overlooked suddenly seem important. Moments they once considered ordinary now carry new meaning. Conversations they thought were forgotten have returned to their thoughts with unexpected clarity. Each memory is adding another piece to a puzzle that is finally revealing its image. And the image becoming clear is one they cannot ignore. The closer they move toward this decision, the more confident they become that something significant is happening. They are beginning to trust what their heart has been trying to tell them. They are beginning to understand that some opportunities are too meaningful to leave unanswered. Some connections deserve attention. Some stories deserve a chance to continue. There is a growing awareness inside them that the future may look very different from what they once imagined. The path they expected to follow no longer feels certain. New possibilities have appeared. New hopes have emerged. And with those hopes comes a decision that carries tremendous importance. What makes this moment so powerful is that nobody else can make this choice for them. Friends cannot decide. Circumstances cannot decide. Time itself cannot decide. Only they can choose what comes next. Only they can determine whether they move closer to the future they secretly imagine. Right now, they are standing in the space between uncertainty and clarity. Every day, clarity grows stronger. Every day, the reasons become more obvious. Every day, the importance of this decision becomes impossible to deny. And as this transformation continues, one truth keeps rising above all others. You matter more to this story than you realize. The decision they are making is not based on a single moment. It is built upon countless moments. It is built upon understanding, reflection, and realization. It is built upon everything they have learned about themselves and everything they have come to recognize about you. The chapter ahead has not been written yet. The final choice has not been revealed. But the direction of the story is becoming clearer with every passing day. Something important is unfolding behind the scenes. Something meaningful is taking shape. And the closer they move toward their answer, the stronger the feeling becomes that a turning point is approaching. This is only the beginning of what is about to be revealed. A new chapter is quietly unfolding, and what makes this moment extraordinary is that the person thinking about you is beginning to see something they could not see before. The fog of uncertainty is lifting. The questions that once seemed complicated are becoming simpler. The confusion that once filled their thoughts is slowly being replaced by clarity. And as this clarity grows, so does the importance of the decision standing before them. There was a time when they believed they had all the answers. They thought they understood exactly how things would unfold. They thought they knew what mattered most. Yet life has a remarkable way of surprising people. Sometimes the greatest truths do not arrive with noise. They arrive in silence. They arrive through reflection. They arrive when someone finally pauses long enough to listen to what their heart has been trying to say all along. That is exactly what is happening now. This person has entered a season of reflection unlike anything they have experienced before. They are looking back at moments that once appeared ordinary and discovering that those moments were never ordinary at all. They are finding meaning in places where they once saw nothing. They are recognizing value where they once overlooked it. Most importantly, they are beginning to understand the role you have played in their journey. The realization did not happen all at once. It arrived piece by piece. A memory here. A thought there. A feeling that refused to disappear. Over time, those small pieces started connecting. And when they connected, a picture emerged that was impossible to ignore. You became part of that picture. Every time they try to imagine the future, your presence appears somewhere within it. Every time they attempt to organize their thoughts, your name finds its way into the conversation happening inside their mind. Every time they consider what truly matters, they find themselves returning to the same conclusion. Some connections are meant to be understood, not ignored. What makes this so powerful is that they are no longer running from these realizations. They are no longer pushing them aside. They are no longer pretending they do not exist. Instead, they are allowing themselves to face the truth directly. And the truth is creating a transformation they never expected. The person they were yesterday is not the same person they are becoming today. Growth changes people. Understanding changes people. Clarity changes people. The more they learn about themselves, the more they understand what truly deserves a place in their future. And that understanding is influencing the decision they are preparing to make. There are moments in life that divide everything into two parts, before and after. Before the realization and after the realization. Before the understanding and after the understanding. Before the decision and after the decision. This feels like one of those moments. The remarkable thing is that they are beginning to recognize how much significance you carry in their story. Not because someone told them to feel that way. Not because circumstances forced them to think that way. But because every honest reflection keeps leading them to the same destination. You have become impossible to overlook. As days pass, they are noticing something surprising. The more they think about you, the more peaceful certain answers become. The more they reflect on your presence, the more confident they feel about what truly matters. It is as though pieces of a puzzle they have been trying to solve for a very long time are finally fitting together. And when puzzles begin revealing their final image, everything starts making sense. The decision before them is not based on impulse. It is not based on a fleeting moment. It is built on understanding. It is built on observation. It is built on realization. They have reached a point where they can no longer deny what they have discovered. Something meaningful exists here. Perhaps the most unexpected part of all is how naturally these realizations continue appearing. They are not searching for them. They are not forcing them. Yet somehow they continue arriving. Every day seems to bring another insight. Every reflection seems to reveal another truth. Every memory seems to shine a brighter light on what was hidden before. The more they see, the more certain they become. And certainty is changing everything. Imagine standing on a hill and finally seeing the landscape clearly after walking through fog for a very long time. That is what this experience feels like for them. They are seeing possibilities they never noticed before. They are seeing opportunities they once ignored. They are seeing a future that feels more meaningful than the one they originally imagined. That future includes a decision. A decision that grows closer with each passing day. A decision that carries weight. A decision that has the potential to shape everything that follows. For a long time they wondered whether they should keep questioning or start trusting what they already knew deep inside. Now they are moving toward trust. Now they are moving toward confidence. Now they are moving toward answers. The path ahead is becoming clearer. The signs they once missed are becoming impossible to miss. The understanding they once lacked is arriving with remarkable strength. And as all of this unfolds, one truth continues rising above every other thought. You matter. Not in a small way. Not in a temporary way. Not in a forgettable way. You matter in a way that has remained present through every reflection, every memory, every question, and every realization. That is why this chapter feels different. That is why the decision feels bigger. That is why the story is moving toward something important. The full outcome has not been revealed yet. The final choice has not been spoken yet. But the direction is becoming impossible to ignore. Momentum is building. Understanding is growing. And the person making this decision is discovering that some answers become clearer the longer they are honestly examined. The next chapter will reveal just how far this realization has already changed them. An extraordinary shift is taking place behind the scenes, and the person who has been thinking deeply about you is now approaching a moment they never expected to reach. For so long, they believed there would always be more time to reflect, more time to wonder, more time to postpone the questions that continued appearing in their heart. But there comes a point when reflection transforms into realization, and realization transforms into action. That point is closer than ever before. The most remarkable part of this journey is that it has not been driven by pressure. It has not been driven by outside voices. It has been driven by truth. Every honest thought has brought them closer to understanding what they truly value. Every quiet moment has revealed something new. Every reflection has uncovered another layer of meaning that was hidden beneath the surface. Now they are seeing things with different eyes. The memories they once viewed as ordinary no longer feel ordinary. The conversations they once considered simple now seem significant. The moments they once overlooked now appear brighter than ever before. It is as though a new perspective has illuminated everything they thought they already understood. And at the center of that understanding stands you. What surprises them most is not that they are thinking about you. What surprises them is how often those thoughts return. No matter where their attention goes, no matter how busy life becomes, they continue finding themselves drawn back to the same realization. Some connections have a way of remaining present. Some people have a way of leaving an impact that grows stronger instead of weaker. That realization has become impossible to ignore. The decision before them is no longer a distant possibility. It is becoming a reality they must face. Every day brings them closer to choosing what comes next. Every day strengthens their understanding. Every day increases their confidence that they are moving toward something meaningful. There is a fascinating truth about important decisions. They often reveal who people really are. When someone stands before a life-changing choice, they begin examining their priorities more honestly than ever before. They begin asking themselves questions that cannot be answered with excuses. They begin searching for truth rather than convenience. That is exactly what this person has been doing. They have been searching for truth. And the truth they keep discovering is changing everything. For a long time they focused on what was practical. They focused on what was expected. They focused on what seemed easiest. But now they are looking deeper. They are asking what feels meaningful. They are asking what feels genuine. They are asking what truly deserves a place in their future. The answers continue leading in one direction. As these answers become clearer, something else is happening. Their confidence is growing. The uncertainty that once slowed them down is beginning to disappear. The hesitation that once filled their thoughts is gradually being replaced by certainty. And certainty is a powerful force. When people become certain about something important, they stop looking for reasons to walk away. They start looking for reasons to move forward. That shift has already begun. The future they once imagined is evolving into something new. Possibilities they never considered are becoming real possibilities. Opportunities they once overlooked are becoming impossible to overlook. A different vision of tomorrow is starting to form in their mind, and that vision feels more meaningful than anything they expected. There is a reason this moment feels so significant. Some chapters in life arrive quietly. Some chapters arrive unexpectedly. But the chapters that change everything often begin with a realization that cannot be forgotten. This realization has reached that point. No matter how much they try to analyze it, no matter how much they try to understand it from every angle, one truth remains unchanged. You have become an important part of the story they are trying to write for the future. That understanding is no longer temporary. It is no longer uncertain. It is becoming permanent. Imagine standing at the edge of a new chapter, knowing that one decision could influence everything that follows. That is where this person stands today. They understand the importance of this moment. They understand the weight of this choice. They understand that opportunities do not wait forever. Because of that understanding, they are paying closer attention than ever before. They are noticing details they once missed. They are remembering moments they once forgot. They are appreciating things they once underestimated. Every realization adds another reason to believe that this decision matters more than they originally thought. And perhaps that is the most surprising revelation of all. The journey that began with questions is now leading toward answers. The uncertainty that once dominated their thoughts is fading. The confusion that once surrounded the situation is clearing. The future that once felt distant is beginning to take shape. Piece by piece. Moment by moment. Realization by realization. Everything is moving toward a turning point. The final choice has not yet been revealed. The next step has not yet been spoken aloud. But one thing is becoming impossible to deny. The person making this decision is no longer the same person who first began this journey. They have learned. They have reflected. They have grown. And growth has brought them closer to the truth. A truth that continues shining brighter every day. A truth that continues appearing no matter how many questions they ask. A truth that remains present in every vision they have of the future. You are part of that truth. The story is still unfolding. The decision is still approaching. And the next chapter may reveal just how powerful this realization has truly become.